Morning, everyone. How you doing? You doing all right? It's Friday, so I have to get ready to go to work and get everybody set up here, get my chores done, so that way when I come home, I won't have many chores to do except for to take care of all these chickens that when I pull in after being gone at work. And I found this out both days that I come home, they're like frantic, like, "Where have you been?" And they come flocking me. Are you hungry, baby? You are? Are you hungry? Come here. Come here. Let me hold you. No. Hi, sweetheart. I didn't put any food out for anybody yet, except for the girls in the back. I've got some really good snacks I'm going to be giving them here in a little bit. Goodness. Anyway, I want to talk about some things that I've seen in the news, I've seen on some YouTube channels, just bits and pieces that are quite alarming. You know, right now, our DOJ is absolutely corrupt in the open. You know, for the 4 years that Biden was in office, you had Trump and his minions telling, their people, the people that would listen to them and listen to them only, how corrupt the DOJ was and how they went after Trump. And it was all lies and a witch hunt and all of that. We've went through this over and over again. But when you're found guilty through evidence and jury trials, you're guilty. So it wasn't witch hunt. It wasn't fake. It wasn't rigged. Those are the key words that they use for MAGA, and MAGA hears that and they just automatically think that's what it is. It's a rigged. It's fake. It's a lie. It's a witch hunt. Those are the key words that they use for you. Well, now we do have a corrupt DOJ. We do have witch hunts going on for revenge and retribution for the crimes that were committed by Trump. And now he's going after the people that tried him or spoke the truth. And here's the thing. They've made you and projected to you that the last administration was corrupt and doing things against you and him, and it was all a lie. Well, now you can look at it and see, oh, wait a minute, there's no evidence. So one attorney general said, hey, no, I'm not doing it. And so then another one steps up that will for him, even though the charges are just strange. They're strange. They were going to file 3 indictments, but only 2 went through. And the evidence is really sketchy. The ones on Comey. They can't find anything on James. I mean, just, it's crazy. Donald Trump had classified documents in his bathroom at Mar-a-Lago. He even moved them at one point in time back around. And then he talks about, when they came and raided Mar-a-Lago. Well, number one, he was in New Jersey. Number two, he knew about it. Number three, they had been asking for them for how many years before they went down there? So, whatever. And then they talk about, oh, they were going to kill him. It was a standard, it was a standard search and seizure of classified documents out of his bathroom. And I assume, and I do assume, that you understand that he shouldn't have had them there. Because if you can't understand that, then you've lost the whole plot. Do you understand that Garland should have went forward sooner with charges against Trump? He should have went sooner with the Epstein files. all of that should have been taken care of during Joe Biden's administration. I agree. I agree with that. So now, Trump, who ran on releasing the Epstein files, has pushed back against court orders to release them. I mean, seriously, you have to start thinking for yourself and not listening to these talking heads that just give you the propaganda and the one side of a story instead of giving you the full facts. I mean, you have to, or you will never progress and you will be lost in the dark as everything starts coming to light. Megyn Kelly touched on something that I had touched on before about witch hunts. Okay, so now we have witch hunts going on as revenge and retribution and on people that have no crime right there. I mean, there's none. But he's going ahead and moving forward with this craziness for revenge, for his being tried for his crimes, which were found true. Right? Okay. So I talked about the different ways that the MAGA supporters are calling on immigrants or brown skinned people. They're calling because people were saying bad things about Charlie Kirk, or they're posting names of people and channels or whatever. That's a witch hunt, what you're doing there. All of you people that are calling on other people right now and reporting things to our government, you're causing a witch hunt. You have no different mentality than those ignorant people back during the Salem witch trials and through Europe with witch trials. You have the same ignorance. You are the same dangerous people, getting people hurt, killed, identified, jailed for nothing, for witch hunts. Megyn Kelly touched on something that I had heard a little bit about, but I wasn't sure about it. And it was about Jezebel, something article went to Etsy to get Etsy witches to put a curse or a hex on Charlie Kirk 2 weeks before um, the assassination. She's planting in your head that people that are of pagan spirituality are dangerous to you and your administration, our criminal king and his administration of the mafia misfits. She's planting the seed so you can start calling on people that you may think put a curse or a hex on someone such as Trump or his administration or whatever. I say put one on Joel Webbin, because Joel Webbin and Kirk taught the same crap, but who am I? Witch hunts. I mean, come on, guys. You've got to understand. You've got to understand that you have the same mentality when you're calling on things and you're tattling on people and you're complaining and putting complaints and orders out to the police or FBI or ICE or the government, the corrupt DOJ. I did it again. Okay, I'm going to put that down. Witch hunts. Ring a ding ding. We've got a brown skinned person that lives next door. Ring a ding ding. So and so said Charlie Kirk was an asshole. Ring a ding ding. I think she's a witch, putting hexes on people. Just think about that. The same mentality of people. MAGA Christians are the most dangerous and the most violent people so far. Racist, white Christian nationalists, all combined together, are very dangerous people. They don't care about what you believe. They don't care about anything except for how to control other people so they can live the way they live. We're going to make them be Christians. We're going to make them be who we say they are, not who they feel like they are. Joel Webben and Charlie Kirk both are pastors, or were. I mean, I don't think Kirk was a pastor. They call him a prophet, or oh gosh, a missionary, or a missionary to the youth, or whatever they called him. They both call for public executions. Joel Webben has talked about executing women who call rape. And here's the problem with that, okay? When the whole justice system becomes corrupt, if it's allowed to become corrupt completely, when a woman says that a man raped her and the corruption says, oh, no, we don't believe that. It was how you were dressed. And then Joel Webben is allowed to say, well, then execute her. And so that way, no other ones will holler rape anymore. That's suppressing women from getting justice, from having been raped, assaulted, and abused. Just like, well, domestic abuse isn't a crime, it's just a little spat in the house. This is where we're going. And it's absolutely terrifying. And that's not even mentioning the tensions around the world and a possible world war and revenge on us because of Trump, or us doing more crazy things like blowing more planes or boats out of the water that are civilian boats. And this is a dangerous time for us. MAGA, you have put us in dangerous times by your stubbornness to understand that you can't control people. You shouldn't want to control your neighbor. But that's what it's all about right now. And the witch hunts will continue. And you've got people calling for it. JD Vance, call, let us know. You know, I have a tip for the FBI that if they really want to find out who put the bombs around the Capitol on January 6th, they need to go and compare Kyle Rittenhouse to the person. Watch the video. Watch his movements when he was shooting people in the streets. I'm just saying. But will they go after someone who is such a MAGA guy? Little Kyle Rittenhouse, crying like a little baby because MAGA turned their backs on him for a little while. They need to check him out, because I've watched all these tapes, and that's my conclusion, that he needs to be investigated very closely for the pipe bombs. So that's my ring a ding ding. I didn't say he did it. I said he matches everything of the person that they have filmed doing it. All right, y'all have a great day. Hugs from a distance. I got to go. I got to get ready for work. Bye, y'all.